Hey, it's me. I wasn't planning on doing a video, but I decided to get some things off my chest. Um, as some of you guys know, yesterday there was another school shooting. I'm to the point now where I'm just not shocked anymore. I hear of a shooting, I'm like, okay, another shooting. Um, I'm not sure the number now. I think it's 19 children dead, 2 adults, I think. The numbers have kind of fluctuated since I heard about it yesterday. Um, I didn't sub today. The school, the two districts I work for. The main one I work for, the last day is Friday. The other one I work for, the last day is next Friday. So I got a little over a week. Haven't worked this week. I would not be comfortable going to work today, to be honest. Um, I actually was supposed to get a blood test done, and I was like, I don't feel like going to the hospital. Just don't feel very comfortable going out in general. Um, I didn't just want to talk about that. If you follow my social media, I have Twitter, SoCalGirl83, GURL, and I also have that as Instagram, and then I have my Facebook page. Um, People like to cherry pick what to support, what to feel bad about. Last week, we just had two shootings in Buffalo. Mostly elderly Black people were killed at a supermarket by a white supremacist. And then shortly afterwards, in Orange County, Taiwanese people were attacked at a church. A few were shot, elderly people, and then one physician, unfortunately, he died trying to fight the shooter, who was a Chinese man from Vegas who had issues with Taiwanese people. I post about this on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Uh, Instagram, I got a few more responses, but Twitter and Instagram, it was like crickets chirping. But then the shooting happens, and everyone and their mama cares about it. Now, obviously, yes, children being killed is awful, but so are elderly Black people and Asian people being shot and killed for a hate crime. So I just find it interesting what people choose to support and choose not to talk about. And that affects me as a minority. If I was at that grocery store at Tops, I would have been shot and killed for being Black and Mexican. So I have to worry about, is there going to be a copycat? Am I going to go to Walgreens or go to the hospital and someone wants to do a racist attack? Oh, okay, I'm done. So that personally affects me. So I brought it up. No one's really said anything. I did a post saying, why do people cherry pick stuff? Even talking about Ukraine. These crimes like bombing happens in the Middle East all the time, and it's like no one cares. But it happens in Ukraine, everyone cares all of a sudden. So it's just weird how people cherry pick what they want to talk about, even with equal rights issues. I'll post about Black issues, it's kind of crickets chirping. LGBTQ, that gets like more support. I talk about anti-Asian crime, talk about disability, it's like people, I don't get it. I mean, obviously there's some people who just don't care. They don't. But it's like, so you don't care about elderly Black and Asian people, but you care about kids being shot and killed. Like everyone being shot and killed should matter. Obviously, yes, it's sad that's young kids, but we're talking about elderly people, and it's a hate crime. They were targeted because they were Black. They were targeted because they were Taiwanese. And you don't have any comments about that. I don't know, it's just disappointing to see people that I know not really say anything to me about that. But I did have people reach out about the school stuff because they know I work in the schools. Hey, how are you doing? Da, da. And it's like, okay, that's nice, but you didn't reach out to me when racial stuff was going on. If I was at Tops, I would have been shot and killed. It's interesting to me. And I've learned this the past few years. I've had people that were longtime friends, 20 to 30 years, completely ditch me and unfollow me partially because, well, one, because I'm not married, don't have kids. That's a whole other topic. But because I talk about equal rights issues and they're offended by it. And it's like, I'm two minorities. I'm Black and Mexican. And I have a multicultural family. I have LGBTQ friends and family. I have a transgender cousin. And you're offended that I'm talking about equal rights to the point where you want to unfollow me. I even had an acquaintance say, yeah, I'm going to have to block you because I don't really want to hear about equal rights. And I don't talk about it a lot. I talk about work and stuff like that, subbing, whatever. But if stuff happens, I'm going to post about it. Or if there's an article, I'm going to post about it because I'm going to educate or even educate myself about certain things. And she was like, yeah, I just don't feel like hearing about this on my timeline. I said, and that's your white privilege because you don't have to deal with it. I just feel like we're all one and we just need to like not talk about this stuff. I said, but we're not all one. That's why there's racism, sexism, homophobia. The past 2 years of COVID, we've had ableism. I said, this is stuff that we need to hear about. She said, I just don't feel like hearing about it. I said, again, that's your privilege. So I got blocked because they didn't want me to talk about, they want me to talk about fun, flowery stuff all the time. That's not the world. And then I see people like, oh, the way the world is now. Shootings are not new. School shootings are not new. They're talking about it goes as far back as like the 70s school shootings. Not new. For 2 years, almost 2 years, some of the kids were doing virtual learning. We did not hear of any shootings the past 2 years. Um, Even things like racial things and homophobia. Oh, the world now. No, none of this is new. We need to stop we need to stop romanticizing other decades. Stuff happened in every decade. So I just had to say that. It's like, please don't cherry pick what to support. You're either against all crime or you're just against some of it. It just doesn't make sense. As someone who's two minorities, I should have had more support from people saying, "Hey, how are you doing with this hate crime shooting?" And I know I said stuff because I have some Asian friends and family members, so I made sure I said stuff about the Asian shooting that happened because I want them to know that they have my support, that I'm an ally. It just it gets under my skin. It's just the cherry picking. But anyway, I just had to get that off my chest. I'm gonna see about possibly going back to work tomorrow. I'm not sure if there's gonna be much work available because the teachers are closing out classes and the kids have to return books and stuff like that. But I definitely wasn't comfortable going to work today. I mean, I would have if something popped up, but I would have been like paranoid. Um, yeah, I just want to get that off my chest. Hope everyone's doing well. I know the news is rough right now. I've had to kind of pull back and go on YouTube and watch some funny stuff or listen to music or whatever. So I hope everyone's okay, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.